Hi everybody, welcome to Bad Barry's Bar. Good to see you all again. Hope you're all keeping well. We're having fun at this end, I tell you. Digging up some of these jokes really goes back into the past. And as some of you will know, I'm sure some of you have heard these before. Well, the story I've got here concerns Australia, good old Australia and my Aussie friends. Well, a pilot is flying across the outback of Australia, just the bare outback, nothing out there at all, and all of a sudden he has engine trouble and his plane comes down and he manages to land it in a field, and just across the end of the field there's one solitary house, and he's landed on a sheep farm. There's sheep around, but he doesn't hit any of the sheep. He's okay. So he climbs out the plane and this big Aussie comes out and says, "Hey, what are you doing there, cobber?" He said, "Well, my engine conked out. I was lucky to make a safe landing." So the Aussie said, "Well, come in, mate, and I'll give you a beer, get you cleaned up." So he goes into the cabin, you see, and he's sitting there having a cold beer. A little girl comes in. And he said to the Aussie, he said, "Is this your daughter?" And he said, "Yeah." He said, "She's my little girl. She lives out here with me." So he said, "Is your wife here?" He said, No. He said, "I haven't got a wife." No, he said, "It's just the two of us. We just live out here together." He said, "Just the two of you, huh?" Oh, he said, and what's the little girl's name?" And he said, "Barbara." Enough said. This next one concerns a very attractive young lady who dies and goes up to heaven. Well, St. Peter's at the old Golden Gates and he looks at her record and he says, "Yes, come in." He said, "You're most welcome in heaven. You've been a good girl. You're welcome up here." And she hears a bit of shouting and screaming going on. And she looks around, she can't see anything. She thinks, "What's this noise up in heaven? What's happening?" So St. Peter said, "Now, we don't want you to make a quick decision to come into heaven." He said, "We'd like you to go down below and see what goes on down there. And if you prefer to be down there, you're welcome, or you can be up here, either, whichever suits you." So she goes down below, you see, and all the fires are down there, it's very hot. But boy, everybody down there seems to be having fun. They're having sex, there's all sorts of things going on, drinking and sex and everything else. And she thought, well, this doesn't seem bad at all. So when she goes up top again, you see St. Peter said, "Well, what do you think you want to do?" She said, "Well, I liked it down here." She said, "But I was a bit worried up here." She said, "About all this screaming that's going on." He said, "Well, don't worry about that." He said, that just happens when you first come in here." He said, "We have to make a couple of screw holes in your head where we fit the halo, and we have to screw a couple of screw holes in your back where we fix the wings." He said, "But once that's over, you're set for the rest of your time up here, no problem at all." He said, "But if you decide to go downstairs," he said, "It's hot down there." He said, "There's sex goes on, girls are being raped, there's anal sex and normal sex." She said, "It's terrible." She said, "No, I'm still going to go downstairs." He said, "So are you sure?" She said, "Yes." She said, "I've already got holes for that already." All right, that's your ration for today, folks. Sorry, my Australian friends. All right, folks, well, enjoy yourself. Press the like button if you liked it, and press the subscribe button if you want to be put on the mailing list and get a little notification when we have another joke session. Stay safe. Bye-bye.